I don't think I need to tell you what just happened in Substa about the 1.5 technical paper that AOSIS was asking for. Obviously, we're dismayed, we're disappointed with it, but we feel that all that is happening is that it's delaying the inevitable. The only problem is, even if the issue is being sent on to Cancun, is that some of the island states of AOSIS, of the Alliance of Small Island States, cannot afford to wait for the inevitable. We all in AOSIS are convinced that sooner or later the whole world will be talking 1.5, if not less, at the way things are going. But by the time that arrives, some of our countries will no longer exist. They will be beneath the waves. Others will be reduced. Those that do not disappear entirely will be reduced to a few mountaintops which have now become islands. So the small island states do not have the luxury of time. And one of the reasons we launched this initiative here under Substa was, while the Copenhagen Accord does talk of looking at 1.5 several years down the road, our argument has been we can't afford to wait that long. Why don't we ask for such a technical paper to start looking at all those scenarios below 2 degrees up to 1.5, and if not below that, as there are some countries about 1 degree, but we are the 1.5 degree people. So we said, let us start the work now so that we have an idea where we're headed. We have been told by people who do not like the idea, they said, are you sure you know what's out there in the scientific papers? First they said, we don't think there are that many scientific papers because we're talking of peer-reviewed scientific papers. And our answer was, if you don't think there are that many, it shouldn't take too long, should it? So why worry? Second, they say, you may find out a lot of gaps, scientific gaps, if you do this sort of work. And we said, exactly. Why wait until the review of the AR4 to find out that there are scientific gaps? Let us find out now if and where there are gaps in the scientific knowledge, so that we know how to address it further along down the road as we head to the next IPCC report. And we're not scared of the gaps. On the contrary, we are desperately want to find out if there are gaps in the scientific knowledge concerning 1.5 and what it means. Let us find it out as quickly as possible. And the first thing we need to do to find that out is what we were calling for in the paragraph we put before Substa, which is a technical paper, which is a compilation of peer-reviewed literature already out there. And from that, we will find out what is known, what is not known. We are not asking to do the work of the IPCC. They will do it. I'm sure such a paper would be of interest to them. So this is what we were really calling for, so that we can inform our decisions better on the road further as we negotiate more on the issue. And others who support maybe other positions can also have a better understanding. Just another point I'd like to make. One of the responses we've had on the issue before Substa was, the small island says we can easily Google. Why don't we Google this information? Now, whoever made that may have thought he or she was joking. But be careful what you ask for. We expect after this that a lot of people out there, members of the public, the youth of the world, people within the UNFCCC process, people outside the UNFCCC, are going to say, what is this fuss about 1.5? And you can bet they are going to Google.